What is up, you guys? You're watching Stranger Secret. Before I get started with today's video, if you can please give this gay video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna be posting a daily video on the channel, so make sure to subscribe, and I'll leave the links for everything linked down below. I believe some of these items are part of a far-fetched 22% off sale. Obviously, if I enter it in the video, it means it's still active, and I think on some of these items there is 22% off, so I'll leave everything linked through Farfetch, but I think some of the items do qualify for that percentage off. I think like the Marc Jacobs, the Tory, I think more of the contemporary items are. If you do want any of the items, I would highly suggest it because a lot of these items are current season. And so let's go ahead and get started. Today's going to be my favorite items, really loving within the last couple of months. The shoes look a little disgusting because they've been worn, and obviously I like to show you things so you get to see how the items have been worn. Obviously I'm going to clean the shoes, but I have handbags, I have shoes, I have 2 clothing pieces and a bunch of accessories. And if you've been following me on Instagram, which I highly suggest you do, you see me rock a lot of these items, and I have been obsessed with all these items, and these items have been giving me the fall fantasy. One thing that I've noticed within myself is I'm not really gravitating towards the color black. I think there's some black items, but not really a lot. And in particularly in clothing, when I see my closet, I don't really feel inspired to wear the color black. I mean, I may wear a black pant or a black blazer, but I don't really like to wear full black as much anymore. I like to have a little bit more of lighter colors. So that's one thing that I did notice that's shifting my wardrobe. I'm really trying to not have as much black clothing. I'll still buy some, I'll still wear it, but not as much as it used to be, like all black. I'm going for more creams, more browns, grays, lighter greens, and more of those type of colors are more up my alley, even a beautiful red or beautiful blue color. So I will say that, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first item that I have really been using quite a lot is going to be my Coach Pillow Tabby. I will say when I first bought it, I did wear it so much, and then kind of like the summertime, I kind of let it sit out for a little bit, and I started wearing some other handbags in my collection, some Tory, some Marc, and so I really didn't get to wear this one a lot during the summertime. But I said this even in like past videos, I always felt that the Coach Pillow Tabby has always given me more of a fall vibe. It has never really given me a spring and summer vibe. The puffiness have always reminded me of a puffy jacket. So for me, I'm using this bag a lot more now within the last couple of weeks because it is giving me that fall and that winter fantasy. When I wear a puffy jacket or when I wear, you know, third pieces, the puffiness just kind of adds into that theme of the whole look. So for me, I will say I have been gravitating this bag a lot more now versus then, even more than initially and like bought it. I have this one and I have it kind of like an emerald green color. The green one, I told myself I won't pull it out till kind of like Christmassy, and I kind of want to do a Christmas look with that one, but I still haven't really worn it as much. I've only worn the green one probably like 2 times. This one, I mean, I always get asked how it's been holding up. Honestly, guys, it's been holding up really well, and I've been wearing it as crossbody, as a shoulder bag, as everything. And the chain on here is from my beat bag from Coach, and honestly, I prefer to carry, right now, I've been kind of carrying it as more of a shoulder bag. I'm not a big crossbody fan for the most part, but I have been carrying it as a shoulder bag, or even, I also like to carry it like this with kind of like the strap. Just because I find that the strap on this one's a little bit more flattering for me versus the regular smaller leather strap. It's more comfortable with this one as a shoulder bag, but if I cook on my arm, I definitely prefer the leather handle. But I will say the Coach Pillow Tabby, I've been loving it, and I've been loving it even more now that we are in the fall and the winter season, and I just love the cream colors. I love it so much, and so I will say the Pillow Tabby is gonna get a lot more worn now, up till probably like February. Once it starts kind of like, once the season is kind of over, I'm not sure if I'm gonna reach for it as much, but I know right now this is a bag that I'm gonna be using quite a lot, and I really do enjoy it. So I think this is my favorite Coach purchase of the year so far. The JLo bag is kind of a close second, but I know that this one is like my absolute favorite Coach purchase of the year. The next handbag that I've been loving is my Louie Bay Puzzle Bag, Noah. I bought this one at Last Call by Neiman Marcus, and I paid about $9.50 for it, and it was $2,700 originally. It's in this beautiful color. I know I've tried to link this color and I tried to find it online, My understanding, this was a Bergdorf exclusive because when I bought it, all the tags were from Bergdorf and I would only be able to find it on Bergdorf Goodman. And this bag is no longer on their website, but it is in this beautiful kind of like a neutral color. I also like that it has silver hardware. I like gold hardware, but I will always say I will always prefer silver versus gold. I don't mind gold, but I prefer silver. I would choose that one over any other color. And as you can see, it is absolutely stunning. This one is in the, I think in the small size, and then obviously there's a large and the extra large, and then a mini, and then like a little nano. So it's kind of in between. I will say this is a perfect everyday size bag for me, and I like this one because I can get away with wearing it to a lot more places. I can transition this bag into kind of pre-dinners and kind of a little bit more dinners, a little bit more than some of my other bags. I find that this one is still appropriate. It's not as big versus, let's say, my Chanel Maxi, my Chanel 19, or some of my G1 Chance to Go. Now obviously those are more, or my Marc Jacobs tote bag, the furry one. I feel like those ones are more day bags. This one I can somewhat get away with transitioning it as a nighttime bag, or if I don't have time to, you know, change or whatever. This has been a really great bag. I love it so much. The zipper is perfect because I tend to just put my card and my ID here, and then I tend to put everything else in here. And as far as a strap, I do wear the strap, but I always have it in the handbag. But I always prefer to carry it kind of like on the crook of my arm, and I love the little slouchy vibe that it gives. And it's very nice and easy to pack. Like, it's just nice and slouchable. I just really love the bag. So I know I've been talking about the Louie Bay Puzzle Bag. You know, it's a bag that I've always wanted for many years, and this is one of my favorite handbags in my rotation. And like I said, I'm really not wearing a lot of black handbags, and I will say this one is a really great choice in my wardrobe, and I really love this handbag, and this handbag has been with me through most of my trips of this year. So Louie Bay Puzzle Bag is definitely going to be a winner in my book. This handbag is going to be my Marc Jacobs JLINK. Same thing, those are my hands and everything. But regardless, even with the other two bags, even with my cassette, I really don't see any color transfer. Obviously, you kind of have to be kind of like, common sense is not that common, guys. I'm being honest. So, like, obviously if you buy a wider bag or a more of a neutral color, don't wear it with brand new blue jeans. Don't wear it with you know, certain fabrics. You know, I will say with less expensive garments, the bleeding through, especially in denim, is a lot higher. I find even with like new jeans that I get that are like a goldy or a little bit more premium, I don't really find color transfer to be as much as an issue. I'll probably wash the jean one time and then I don't really have any issues. But obviously if you do want a clear bag, you just have to have common sense on what you wear. Obviously if you're wearing brand new black jeans from Zara and you're wearing a white bag, obviously you're gonna get color transfer. That's a no-brainer. So I always just tell people common sense is not that common, but I will say I really haven't had any issues with none of my white bags. And if I do get a spot or a nick, that's on me because I was probably being a hot mess, girl. I was being a hot gay mess. Really fell in love with this bag when I took it to Boston. I just, when I was walking the streets of Boston, like when I was walking, I just love cities that are very walkable. I fell in love with the bag. I was like, I love this bag so much, and ever since I love it. It does have gold and silver hardware. Like I said, I don't mind, but I do like that it has both, so I can wear either gold or silver jewelry. It has the beautiful little details right here, and same thing here. It does have the strap, and girl, Miss Thing has all the receipts in here. That's good. When there's a lot of receipts in the bag, that means I use it quite a lot. It has the strap on the inside, but I will say I'd like to carry it more as a top handle. I think it looks more elevated, and with a beautiful statement coat or like a camel coat, I think this really makes the outfit. So I love the JLINK, and I love it. I love Miss Marc Jacobs. I'm making a video on Marc Jacobs handbags because I think this year, I think they did a really great job on their collections versus past years. You know, when I worked in Nordstrom, some of the bags didn't really do that well, but I will say this year the Marc Jacobs bags have been doing quite well, and I've been gravitating towards it a lot more than in way previous years. The amount of Marc Jacobs bags I have, I think I have 4. That's a lot for me because I usually just tend to have either 1 or none in my collection. So Miss JLINK is a good woman, and I highly recommend her. And like I said, anything that I have, I always recommend. That's just a no-brainer. If I don't really like something, if I don't use something, I'm not going to carry it, I'm not going to use it. That's just me, and a lot of you guys know that about me. The next thing is going to be some sunglasses, and if you've been following me on Instagram, You know, I wear these basically every day since the moment I bought them. Are the Prada Runway glasses. I have them in black, and these have been such a favorite within a lot of people. A lot of people have been wearing this pair of glasses, men and women. It's such a unisex style. Here are the black ones. I got these ones at Neiman's, and I love them so much, and I've just been wearing them non-stop, and I just think that they're the perfect shape. For me, I do have a bigger head, and I felt like the Oliver People ones, because I had a little bit of Oliver People ones, they would kind of hurt my back ends right here. And I worked in sunglasses too, so I knew how to adjust the glasses, and I tried to make them work multiple times, and they're just a little too tight. And I find that these ones are very comfortable, and they just go with absolutely everything. So I do have the black ones. I have been wearing the black ones quite a lot, but ever since the white ones, I've been wearing the white ones a lot. It's hard to find a nice white sunglass, and so I think when Prada came out with this one, it was such a no-brainer for me to get it. I also want to get them in the brown color. These are my favorite glasses of the season. They're my favorite glasses in general, and for me to have something in multiple colors is a really big deal, because I don't really like to buy things in multiples, because I find I like a little bit more variety in items. But I will say the Prada Runway glasses, if you are interested, if you do want them, I mean, I'm quite obsessed with them, so I'm happy that I have both colors. As far as beauty products, I have two beauty products right here. And Miss Thing, we are anti-ashy on this channel. I was never really a lotion person. I hated lotion. I didn't like the feeling, the stickiness. And so for me to kind of falling in love or starting to use lotion every day is a really big deal, because growing up, I would hate when my parents would tell me to put lotion on, or I would have, like, you know, my skin was scratchy and itchy. I would hate to put lotion on. I would just hate the feeling of it. But the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and I also prefer gel-based moisturizers, but for whatever reason, these cream ones have been working better. I think the market in general, I think growing up, a lot of the lotions used to be a little bit more thicker. Now I find that a lot of the lotions that are more cream-based aren't as heavy. And so that's what I've been loving. That's what I've been wearing a little bit more than gel base. And so this one right here, this thing right here is perfect for face and body. I really like this one. As you can see, we got that healthy skin. I just got out the shower like not too long ago, and this is what I used, and I recommend it. And I have a small one as well. And yeah, if you are looking for a great lotion, and my friend has really bad eczema, and I put her on this, and she really loves it. My skin is not as dry as that, but she's been swearing by this. So I do love this one, and this is going to be an item that I will repurchase after I'm finished. And then another one is this NECESSAIRE, the body lotion, and this one right here, it's about to be finished. I think I have like a little bit left. And this one, what I like is that it doesn't have any scent. Growing up, I think that was also an issue too. Like my mom would buy like scented like lotion and like Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works, and even like the ones from the drugstore, or like fragrance lotions. And I'm not, even when it comes to like perfume, I know this is an unpopular opinion, when it comes to fragrance gift sets too, I prefer just to have the fragrance. I don't like to have the little aftershave, the body wash. That's just me. I feel like that it's over clutterness. I just want the one perfume and that's it. I think growing up, even when I'm starting to buy like beauty products, it's okay if I get a gift of purchase, because I'll just give it to my mom. My mom loves like all those little beauty knickknacks. I personally don't. I just like everything to be like very minimal, not too much, not all over the place. I just love this lotion a lot. It's not scented at all, and it's just perfect. Next thing is this Cartier watch. Ever since I purchased this for my birthday, I have just been wearing it non-stop. I love it so much. It already has like scratches and stuff. I really don't care. A watch is meant to be worn. This one is in the large size. I got this one via Fashion File, and you can actually get really great deals on Cartier watches with the tank on Fashion File. And as you can see, I mean, it does have wear on it, but like I said, I don't care. I knew this watch, I knew it was gonna be an everyday watch. I don't care if I'm dancing girl at the club and I bang it against something, or if I'm at Home Depot, miss things at Home Depot trying to buy something, if it gets dinged by something, I don't really care. For me, when it comes to my items, one thing you notice about me, I don't really baby items as much as I used to. I used to really be, and obviously because I started my collection, and obviously I wanted to appreciate things, and I appreciate everything that I have, but for me, I just want to live my best life. And you know, if something does, if it's just a little scratch and knock, it is what it is. I just keep it moving, because I'm at that point in my collection where I feel comfortable doing that. But I could understand, like, even when I first started my collection, I was very prim and pristine, and you know, I would leave the stickers on the bags and stuff like that. That was a lot more me growing up. But now Miss Thing does not care. I like to use my items. And I will say my Cartier watch has been such a great purchase in my wardrobe, and it's going to be something that I'm going to be wearing for the next few years, and I love it, and it's something that I'll probably end up having forever in my collection. But this is the one and the only jewelry item in my, and this is the one in my this is the one and the only jewelry favorite in this video. The next item are going to be hats. Ever since I shaved off my hair, guys, ever since I became a little bald-headed girl, I've been into the cap season. I never was into hats, but I have two little gay hats that I've been loving. The first one is this Gucci one that I got from Fashion File. I had a Fashion File credit left over from my watch, and I was like, oh, what do I want to buy? And I was driving from, I think, Corpus to Houston, and I just saw it, and I was like, I'm only gonna pay $85 after the credit. It's in a size large. Usually I have a big head, extra large, but I was like, I said, we will make it work, and I did. So this is my Gucci hat in this beautiful brown color. I just love the velvet of this. I just love the GG. I just think it looks really great. I think it goes with everything, and I just am obsessed with it, and it just goes with everything. And I just love the color of it, and I like the texture of the GG all around the hat. As you can see, it reflects it really pretty on the camera, but even in person, I've gotten so many compliments on this hat. And what I like is that it has a GG, but it's not in your face. It's just like, it's kind of there, but even at night, you can't really see the GG as much. And so I love it, and I feel like this is kind of like my winter version of my summer hat from Gucci, the kind of bucket hat. I think that's kind of like a great kind of like, the other one's more of a kind of like summery hat. This is more of a wintry hat. I have to send my other hat to repair because one of the little thingies went missing, so I'll get that repaired. But Gucci hat is definitely going to be a favorite one. I tried to find it. I believe this got discontinued, but you can find it on the pre-loved market. So I think if there's one available on Fashion File, I'll try to leave it linked down below. But this Gucci velvet hat, definitely going to be one for the win. The next one is this. See, I don't know how you say it. Is it TOTEME? I don't really know. But I know this is a brand that a lot of people have been loving, and this is my first item from this brand. And I do want to add a little bit more items from this brand as well. It's kind of like sophisticated, very simple, very clean, and I think that's like more of the direction that my style was going towards. It's more elevated basics, elevated classics, and with a little bit of key trend pieces here and there. I kind of have two styles. That's like my everyday kind of classic style, and then at night I may be a little bit more fun with my style. Like I'll wear my little bit red baby Givenchy Antigona. I'll probably wear some of my, you know, more of my trend, like louder pieces, even though I don't really have a lot. I tend to have more fun on crazy outfits at night, but during the day it's very classic, respectable, and everything just kind of goes. I just wanted a classic black cap that just goes with everything. I have a Sweaty Betty one, but that's more an athletic one, and I wanted one that just goes with absolutely everything, and it goes right here. And I love this cap. And then behind here, it looks good either way. And since I do have a big head, and the way you adjusted it, I still have like a lot of space left through it, so I was so happy. I was like, ooh, yay, I don't have that big of a big head for this hat. And this is a woman's hat. Usually women's hats are a lot smaller, but I've been loving it, and it's just a classic everyday black hat, and I'll be wearing this for the rest of the season. And this is a yearly item, so when I got it via Farfetch, I already knew that that was going to be an item that I was going to continuously wear the moment I bought it. It's going to be like a staple piece, a black classic cap that's elevated and that's really good quality. I said I can never go wrong with it, so that's why I went ahead and purchased it. I have two pieces of ready-to-wear that I have just been loving. I mean, I've been loving so much ready-to-wear, and I'll be doing more kind of ready-to-wear videos. I will be making a video on like classic winter and fall essentials that I feel like people need, like the classic camel coat, the classic kind of Chelsea boot or combat boot. So stay tuned for that, because I already have like a lot of those core items. I have everything, and a lot of those items are things that I've had for many years that I just keep on bringing out, and that aren't necessarily trend based, but they're classic based. Like they're things that you can have for every single year, and that won't necessarily look dated in a couple years from now. The next item is going to be this cashmere top, and this is from the Row, and this is another piece that I've been wearing non-stop since I purchased it. I bought this like, I want to say like 3 weeks ago on Friday. I just love the line here. I love that this is in a size medium. I just love it because I can wear a white button up underneath it. I can wear a black bodysuit underneath it. I could just dress it up and I can dress it down, and I can wear it solo. I've worn it solo already many times. I probably have been wearing this twice a week, and I just love it. It's just such a classic, well-made piece. And for my cashmeres, I am a little bit picky on my cashmeres, but I will say this is my favorite one. This is also cashmere. This is from, I think from the Nordstrom brand or Halogen. These ones are a little bit better because they're a little bit thinner, but thin in a good way because it doesn't get super cold here in Texas. So it's a good layering piece, especially if you do want nice cashmere. It's not super pricey, and I think these already went to Nordstrom Rack, so I think they're a lot less now. But I have it in cream and I have it in black. I like these ones, but these are more kind of more layering based pieces, not something that I would wear by itself. But this is something I can wear by itself, or I can put something underneath it, because this is a little bit more of a thicker cashmere, and this one it is more of it has more substantial to it. These ones are nice, but I see these more as layering pieces. So this sweater from the row, I love it, and like I said, if you guys can follow me on Instagram, I've been wearing it nonstop, and I just am obsessed with it. And that I've been wearing a lot. It hasn't been as cool to be wearing like super thick third pieces, like long abrigos, like long coats. I don't think it'll ever get to that point here in Houston, maybe like in a couple weeks from now, but I know when I do a little bit of traveling, I'm gonna be wearing them. But the jacket that I've been wearing and is this one right here, and I feel like you can never go wrong with kind of like the khaki color jacket. I bought this one I think in like April or May, and I got the black one for my brother. My brother has the black one, and he's been telling me that he's been wearing it nonstop and that he really likes it. And so what I like about these Burberry jackets, my mom has this one in this color as well, and then I think my dad has the navy one. So everybody kind of has this variation of a Burberry jacket. I used to have a variation of it, the Frank Berry from many years ago, but I ended up selling that one because I didn't really like the fit of that one. This one fits a lot better. So the inside you have the plaid all the way on the inside. It is absolutely beautiful. It is new Burberry, and this one you can still find online. And it has this beautiful corduroy detail around the neck, and it has buttons and a zipper. And then the cool thing is it has Burberry right here. It has these fairly generous kind of oversized pockets. You put your cell phone in here. It has a button snap closure. It has this little leather detail. And so for me, it also has a little pocket on the inside here as well. And it's just such a nice warmy jacket. And then in the back, it has these little vents right here, so you can breathe a little bit more. This one is in a size women's medium, and the amount of compliments that I've been getting on this jacket is non-stop. I think it is pairing really well with a lot of the items that I already have. So it's like you could put like a lighter knit underneath this. You could wear just so much. You can wear these with trousers, you can wear these with jeans, you could wear them even like, I know sometimes certain shorts are kind of popular in the winter. So much maximization on this. I could wear it with all my handbags, all my sunglasses, all my accessories. I can wear it with boots, a sneaker. It's such a nice transitional jacket. I do want to add one more jacket into my collection. I don't want to buy too many jackets just because I already have a lot. I already like everything that I have, but there is one that I do really want, and the one that I want is the Frankie shop one. It's my first item from the Frankie shop. I think that, and probably like a blazer. I feel like I need kind of like those two staples, but I know H&M had their version of the Frankie jacket, and I didn't buy it. I was like, I'll buy it later, and then it ended up selling out. And then I tried finding it in Monterrey, and it was like completely sold out too. And it was like a lot less in Monterrey. I think the jacket was like $50 here. I think over there was like $25 or $30, like was significantly a lot less, but it was sold out. But I will try to get the Frankie shop one, and it's kind of like a green, and it's not black, and it goes with everything. But I will say this is probably my favorite jacket, and this is a jacket that I'm going to be pulling out every single year, and it's just the classic everyday jacket. So if you are looking for a nice khaki one, just in general, I think a khaki jacket or like one of these lighter weight quilted ones does you a lot of job. It doesn't have to be Burberry. This is just happens to be the one that I love and that I've been using. So it's such a classic, and you're gonna see me wear this throughout the next couple of months. Showing you the shoes, guys. I have four pairs of shoes. These ones are disgusting. I have to clean them up. But these are the Prada Loafers. These ones were so painful to break in, but beauty is pain, and I broke them in. It's because these are women's 41, and I have more of a wider foot, obviously. And for me, I just been loving them, and I'm kind of glad that I got this pair. I was very close to get the Prada ones that are a lot more. There's like 3 versions of the chunkiness. This is like the more kind of tapered one, and I'm glad that I took this one and not the other ones, because the other ones were just like, I feel like those ones would have been like out within a couple seasons, And I find that this one, yes, it does have like a chunky sole, but it's not dramatic. And so I feel that I have more longevity in this. And this is a pair of shoes that are like $1,000. So I was like, I just wanted to make sure, you know, I'm at that place where I can buy kind of fun pieces. But I knew that these shoes, I wanted to have them for many years, and I wanted them to be a staple that I could always kind of have, kind of like my Gucci loafers. And so I'm glad that I went for this one. So they are a 41, and this is the last item that I bought when I worked at Nordstrom. And as you can see, they're dirty. Like, I'm gonna clean them up. And these are patent leather. That's why they kind of hurt a little bit. The only thing, I wish that they didn't crease as bad, but they are patent leather, and that's inedible with this type of material. And so, I mean, I love these Prada loafers. I think that they're totally worth the money because these are like a staple piece. This is gonna be something that I'll reach for next year. Like my Gucci loafers, I wore my Gucci loafers, I think 2 days ago, and I wear them all the time, all 3 variations that I have. And so these are just another play on those loafers. And I will say I do use my Gucci and these Prada ones way more than my Bottega loafers. I do wear my Bottega loafers, but not as much as I thought I was. But I will say Prada loafers, definitely a yes. And if you are considering them, I think they are worth it. And I think this is like the first, I know they were popular last fall, winter in general. Like, this is a shoe I wear year round. But I find that this is the first year where they're starting to be a lot more popular. And so therefore I feel like if you get them this season, I find that, and for the next few years, you'll be able to wear these and they'll still be classics. I think in general, these are classic shoes. So Prada loafers, I think was definitely worth the money for me. I really love them. Pair of shoes are these JIANVITO Rossi boots, and you guys have been seeing me wear these shoes the moment that I bought them. I bought these ones, I want to say during the summertime. I bought it the same time that I bought these. I bought a pair of row mules and I bought a Celine suit. It was all on the same trip, and this was one of the shoes that I got. And I've always wanted these shoes. I remember last year during Nordstrom when we had 30% off as employees, I was like, I was really wanting to buy them, but I don't know, for what reason, I just didn't. I ended up buying a bunch of other stuff that I didn't really need, and I should have just went for these ones because these are the ones that my heart sank. But I remember last year I got a couple shoes from Sam Edelman, so that's why I was like, But I mean, I'm glad that I kind of waited them out because I ended up getting these for such a good deal. For whatever reason, these ones are at last call and they were refurbished. And I know the deals at last call aren't the best as they used to be, but I remember I got these ones for $240. They were $440 and I got them for $220. They had extra 50% off, and these shoes are still full price. Like, I went to Saks on Saturday and they still have them there for full price for $1,095. So I just love them so much, and they're just the perfect boot. I've always wanted the classic designer like shoe that's reinforced, that's made really well. Like, when I look at the shoe, it has like absolutely nowhere. Like, I may need a little bit of a leather moisturizer, may need a little bit more of a sheen, but these shoes, like the sole, everything has been wearing so nice. They're so comfortable. The moment that I bought these, are so comfortable. But I will say JIANVITO Rossi shoes in general tend to be really comfortable. I have another pair of shoes from him and they're really comfortable, and I hear nothing but great things about his shoes. He's very underrated in my opinion. I think he makes really great shoes compared to some of the other designer shoes. I just like that they're very clean and minimal. But yeah, these JIANVITO Rossi boots have been with me to a lot of places. Basically almost every single trip. LA, they went to Miami, they went to Monterrey. They've been to a lot of places. I think when I went to Oklahoma, I think I was wearing these too. So I think that these ones were a really great purchase, and they are just the everyday black booty that I just been wanting for such a long time. Like the Chelsea boot, yes, I have like other boots, but I mean, I always kind of wanted this variation. I tried to get into the Bottega Veneta one, but it's just a little too chunky for me. I don't like the super chunkiness of it, and I think this is a good variation, kind of like the Prada, of like, it has a little bit of chunkiness, but it still kind of goes with everything, and it won't look necessarily outdated in a few seasons. So I'm glad that I ended up getting these ones, and they were worth every single penny. So I always get asked about these boots. These are my favorite boots currently in my rotation. So here they are in all their glory. Two items are also shoes. The next one are these Tory Birch Good Luck trainer sneakers. I ended up buying them, and they are one of my most comfortable sneakers and one of my favorite sneakers under $300. I thought that I went with this colorway. Suede material. I like that it has white. I think, as you can see with all the color items that I'm kind of showing you, it goes with a lot of the items that I have. It goes a lot well with a lot of the handbags, so I feel like it kind of like it kind of just plays within that theme of like these kind of lighter colors that I'm kind of going towards, or super dark colors. Here they are in all their glory. I think they're absolutely beautiful and they're comfortable. I've worn them with and without socks, and they're both comfortable either way. So Tory Burch Good Luck Trainer is a really great one. It's been doing really well for Tory as our brand, and I'm here for it, and there's a reason why, because they're really comfortable. So if you are looking for these sneakers, I would highly suggest the Good Luck Trainer by Tory Burch. I think they're worth it, and I love them. So here they are, and they're just a great trainer. I would probably spray them down for the suede, but other than that, I think that they've been really well. So Good Luck Trainer by Tory Burch is an absolute yes. And then the last shoes are these Alexander McQueen shoes, and I'm getting the Coach Tabby in this beautiful gold color, and they're gonna go really well with this kind of McQueen. So these ones are dirty as well. Well, they're not as dirty, but they definitely need to have a clean. I have 4 pairs of McQueens. I just ordered another one, so I have 5 pairs now. I have the gold ones, I have silver studded ones, I have the red and the black ones, and I just think that the Alexander McQueen sneaker, I was such a hater. I used to hate on them so bad, but I love the Alexander McQueen sneakers now. They absolutely go with everything, and I like the added height to them. They definitely give me the 6-foot fantasy, and I definitely am feeling myself when I wear them. So if you are looking for a McQueen sneaker, they're still in style. They're still top seller in many department stores. I think that they're worth the money. McQueen sneakers, I really do. So the Alexander McQueen sneakers is another one that I've been loving in general. Guys, these are gonna be the items that I've just been loving and obsessing over. Obviously, there's a lot more items that I wear on a daily basis. Like I said, I'm starting to just have items that I really love, and if I don't really love something or I'm obsessed with something, I tend to get rid of it, even if it's a classic and I may not regret it, but I may just wear it in the future, like 10 years from now. I mean, like, if I really wanted it 10 years from now, I could buy it, but there's definitely a shift within my style change. I think within the channel, you could definitely see a big style change in general. So, I mean, I do really like that, because it's definitely giving me more of a different outlook on a lot of the things that I buy and wear. Like the way my style is evolving right now, and I think it's just gonna keep evolving even more and more. But yeah, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I love each and every single one of you. Give this video a great thumbs up. Know what items you're currently obsessed with and loving in your wardrobe. These are some of my few bits and bobs. I'm missing out a lot more. I could make this video 50 million hours, but I didn't want to keep it nice and simple, not super long. So thank you so much. I'll try to leave the links for everything down below, and like I said, there is a Farfetch 22% off code, and I'll leave it linked down below and everything. And I think some of these items do qualify, so if they do, I'll make sure to mark it down below. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I love each and every single one of you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys, and take care.